Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tanya and I'm going to try to make this video as fast as possible because something does not want me to get this out there, but it will really help. So I want to share this with you, and to preface this, I want to say I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I do have a lot of knowledge and I want to share that with you. So I have gone through a lot of things in my life and I want to share that with you guys as well. So today we're going to start with what is anxiety. Anxiety is anticipatory fear. Basically, you are waiting for something to happen. Your body is trying to prepare itself for something to happen. So fear responds to something happening right now. Anxiety responds to something the mind believes might happen later. Your brain contains a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala, and its job is survival. Very simple: detect danger, prepare the body. When the amygdala senses danger, it activates the sympathetic nervous system, releasing adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart rate increases, muscles tense up, and breathing becomes shallow. So your mind begins to scan for problems. This system helped our ancestors survive predators. The mind does not distinguish well between physical threat and imagined threat. So in today's day, the same system activates when we think about things like money, relationships, social judgment, failure, uncertainty about your future. So your body prepares for battle that only exists in your thoughts. Anxiety is where thoughts and physical actions actually affect each other. A thought appears, so you start thinking about something, then the body reacts, and the reaction makes the thought feel more real. The thought becomes stronger because you are putting in that physical. Here's an example. You think, what if something goes wrong? Your body will then respond with tension. You notice the tension and then you start to think, something must actually be wrong. So then you strengthen the loop of that. Soon your nervous system starts to act as if danger is actually present right now. So I did tell you guys I have a lot of esoteric knowledge. So I am going to give you guys the esoteric part of it, break it down for you guys. So now let's zoom out. Ancient traditions understood anxiety long before modern neuroscience existed. They understood it differently. They said anxiety is attention pulled to imagined timelines. Your mind is projecting itself into possible futures and it's trying to control them. But consciousness only exists in one place, in the present moment. When awareness leaves the present moment, it loses stability. This is why people with anxiety often feel scattered, restless, mental noise, or mentally noisy. It's not because they are weak, because your attention is fragmented across too many possibilities. So for example, imagine a flashlight. If the beam is steady, then the light is strong. But if the beam shakes everywhere, the light becomes chaotic. Your mind works in the same way. So the human nervous system evolved for small tribal environments. Today we experience things like constant notifications, endless information, social comparison, economic uncertainty, things that are happening in the world, artificial lighting, and poor sleep cycles. So then the brain interprets all of this as instability overload. Is too much for the brain. So it tries to compensate by basically trying to predict the problems ahead of time to see if that can help out. And prediction becomes a worry. So you see how you're playing something in your head, a whole prediction, and it hasn't even happened yet. Then worry then becomes the anxiety. Let me give you a more deeper thought into this, more deeper dive into this. Anxiety is not always weakness, okay? Believe it or not, but it's often a misdirected intelligence, okay? So your mind is attempting to calculate the possibilities to predict your future. But the mind is not meant to predict every possible scenario. So when your brain tries to simulate too many futures, it overheats. Kind of like a computer running hundreds and multiple programs at once. A psychologist might say anxiety can improve when we regulate the nervous system. Ancient traditions would say anxiety dissolves when we bring awareness to the present moment. Both perspectives meet the same solution. So I'm gonna show you how you can regulate your body and just a few steps. Step 1, body has to feel safe before the mind calms, right? So things that you can do are like slow breathing. Like if you heard of different kinds of breathing, slow breathing can help with that. Exercise, walking, getting sunlight, hydration, and proper nutrition. So make sure that you're feeding yourself things that are good for you. And also something that's very important is good sleep. The nervous system responds strongly to this rhythm. When you breathe slow, the brain interprets that as calm, safe, everything's okay. Step 2, observe the thoughts without believing them. That's right. So if you haven't heard of it, it's called metacognition. And basically it's when you observe the thought instead of becoming the thought. A thought is a mental event, okay? Not physical, it's a mental thing. It's happening in your mind. So not every thought represents truth. Not every thought that you think is true. Okay, imagine thoughts are like clouds in the sky, right? The sky is just there, and the clouds are just moving through. The sky does not chase the clouds. It's just there. Same as you. You are not chasing the thought. You shouldn't chase the thought. You are just there. So the sky just allows them to pass, right? Look at the clouds, it just passed. The moment that you stop fighting those thoughts, they lose their power. Just like that. Step 3, return your attention to the present, right? Because you are up in your head, return back to the present. And how do you do that? Ask yourself a simple question. Is there actually danger right now? Is there actually danger right now? Most of the time, the answer is no. So your nervous system calms when awareness reconnects to the present moment or the present environment. You can do this by noticing your breathing, the sounds around you, physical sensation in your body. Like you can, if you've seen people have done this before, you can do like taps on your head, taps on your chest, tap on your hand. So you can know that you are right here, right now, right? Believe it or not, these are things that actually work. And I have tried that myself and I have noticed a big change. So basically this will ground your mind, okay? So you're grounded, okay? You become grounded, calm. So overall, here's something that's very interesting. If you try to eliminate anxiety, it becomes stronger. You might be like, what? I thought we were trying to, get rid of it. Why does this happen? I'm gonna teach you why this happens. Because resistance, okay, when you resist to it, tells the brain that anxiety itself is dangerous. Instead, a healthier relationship would be something like this. I can feel anxiety and still move forward, right? Keyword, feel. I can feel it and I can still move forward. And the more that you do this, your confidence starts to grow. Despite all the discomfort that's going on, your confidence will start to grow. Over time, the brain learns that fearable things that cause anxiety and fear, they become manageable and you can overcome them. So you train your mind. And the alarm system, which is, your nervous system, the alarm system, it starts to calm down and you start to learn. But Overall, I believe, and I believe that many believe, that fear, anxiety happens when you're on the edge of growth. Something big is about to happen. Your mind and your body are not aware of the big change that you're going through. So these things start to happen. You are comforting the possibilities to expand your life. Your nervous system simply just hasn't adjusted to that yet. So growth contains uncertainty, right? Sometimes anxiety is not a signal to retreat. That's basically what I'm trying to let you know. Sometimes it is a signal that you are approaching something meaningful, something big. I really appreciate that you guys stayed this long to watch my video, and I hope that this can really help you, because it has helped me so much. And there's a lot of people going through this, but to summarize everything, anxiety isn't a flaw in the human mind. It's not something bad. It's a survival system trying to operate in a world that moves faster than our biology evolved for. The key isn't always to eliminate anxiety completely, but to understand it. When you learn how the mind and the body work or interact, anxiety becomes something you can work with instead of something that controls you. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be posting more, and I hope that this can help you guys all.